The Hells Angels are trademarked.
The Hells Angels are trademarked.
Yeah,
yes,
the Hells
yes.
Angels are trademarked. And the Mongols are trademarked.
But they get RICOs though, right? They do. They get indicted.
Every criminal who's in an enterprise who comes up under the eye of the feds get charged. I'm not into RICOs. I'm not into committing crimes. That's an old, that criminal element of my life has been long gone. Yeah. So you can't, because there's Crips and Bloods who don't even know each other, you know, and so because that's the life that they chose or are choosing right now, you can't connect me to them. You see what I'm saying? There has to be some element of, you know, and so, yeah, no, I'm not worried about that. Not at all. Not at all. I'm studying law. Yeah, I'm studying law right now. My record's expunged. I'm studying law. And see, that's the thing that we can't be afraid of. I'm kind of like the Harriet Tubman of this shit. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be afraid. She wasn't afraid. You know what I mean? And she got our people out into safe places, you know, and she's about my size. Sometimes you have to step out there. You can't, you know, you can't just talk about it. And I'm going to tell you something, and I want everybody to hear this. My mom used to tell me when I was a kid, and I never understood what she meant. She used to say, you know what? That pen is much mightier than the sword. And I'm telling you, you feel powerful when you're carrying a pistol, but I think that's some type of an addiction. I think gangbanging is an addiction. And I think it needs to be a 12-step program to get kids or people away from gangbanging. The criminal part of it is no longer a part of my life. So, you know, not all Hells Angels are criminals. You have doctors, lawyers, you know, and so you can't, you know, create a whole basket of bad fruit because of one apple. It just doesn't work that way. And the Mongols have been fighting with the feds well over 15 years to have their trademarks taken away from them. And against the federal government. Yeah, the Mongols were fighting against the federal government and going to the federal government because trademarks are owned by the government. That's who monitors those. And it's the United States Patent and Trademark Office. And they won. The Mongols won. So the feds, even with their career criminal enterprise, the RICOs that they were under, all the murders, the drugs, the guns, weren't able to take the trademark. You can forfeit and you can seize property, but trademarks are not one. And the feds lost. And so the Mongols can still wear their patch. They still have their trademarks, and the government couldn't take it. And that's where you really make money with your organization and with the ownership of trademarks. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just we own the Crip walk. Yeah, we own the Crip walk as well. So we left nothing out.
Okay, so you own kind of like everything associated with Crip. Now, how do you trademark Crip walk or like the dance?
It's not a trademark. That's a copyright.
Okay.
That's a copyright. That's what you do with that, because it's a form of art. So you trademark that. I mean, you copyright that. Mm-hmm.
Now,
like Soulja Boy.
You copyright it. You copyright the dance. So what does that give you rights to?
The dance, the steps. If somebody wants to use it, just say Fortnite.
Okay.
You can't have somebody doing that in Fortnite without us licensing and being paid for it.
What about Snoop Crip walking at the Super Bowl?
If we wanted to press an issue, we could.
Really? Okay. So you can't do that dance in a public forum?
No, money was made off that Super Bowl. Anytime there's money made using a trademark, somebody's supposed to cut a check. That's licensing. You ever heard of somebody posting something on social media and just say, for instance, they're playing some Prince, for instance, playing Prince's song after they posted something of their personal, and they said, oh, you know what, you have to take this down, that's copyright infringement.
Yeah.
This music doesn't belong to you. It's the same thing.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's the same thing.
So now, what if it's a Crip, and he's doing the Crip walk in a video? Is that like how does that work?
Well, it doesn't matter. If you're a part, if you have the permission to use it, that's one thing. It doesn't matter. If you're using it, you have fair use of a trademark. There is fair use, and that gives you just automatic use of it without having to seek permission. But it's very small. It's like if you're describing something, if we did a commercial or we were talking about something and we said the McDonald's French fries, we could say that. Okay. You know, something like that. But yeah, and that's how that's how it needs to be. I mean, ownership is a big deal. You know what I mean? And
so this will stop like, I mean, I'm guessing, right? You can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is, you know, made for like, say if like, you know, Warner Brothers comes along and they do like a dance movie and the movie's about dancing, and one of the main steps in there is they're learning how to do the Crip walk.
Yep.
This will stop them from just blatantly stealing it.
Yes.
Okay.
We need a check.
Right.
Yeah, we need a check for that.
Okay, I see. That's interesting, man. I don't know if this was true, but I seen an article where they said that Jay-Z's diamond, that, you know, Jay-Z's been known for throwing up the diamond, right? The rock. He's been doing it for years, but I heard some guy came along and trademarked it, and now Jay-Z can't even throw it up.
That's right. I mean, if the guy owns it, that's right. Now, without permission, he has to have licensing. That's a big deal. That's
crazy to think, like, that these little symbols and, you know, stuff like that can be. I mean, because I guess technically you could trademark a gang sign.
You could, but if it's something like that, it would probably be a copyright. Copyrighted. Mm-hmm. Copyrighted. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give some people ideas now. People listening to this are gonna go copyright their hood.
Yeah, it was a big deal. I trademarked the marathon. The marathon continues.
Okay, I seen that you had some issues with Killer Mike and Big U about the Cripocola. What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.